What is up guys, how's it going? In this video I'll be reviewing the Rogers Samsung Galaxy S4. Now before we get into the review, let's go ahead and take a look at the hardware of the device. On the very top of the device is where you'd find the 3.5mm headphone jack along with a microphone. On the left hand side are the volume buttons. On the bottom of the device is another microphone along with the micro USB port. And lastly, on the right of the device is nothing else but the power button. On the back of the device is where you'd find the 13 megapixel camera along with the LED flash, and below that is the Samsung logo. On the very bottom you'd find the speakers of the device. The back is user replaceable, and inside is where you'd find the 2600 mAh battery. Right above the battery is where you'd find the micro SD card slot along with the phone's SIM tray. The Galaxy S4 has a 5-inch Super AMOLED screen which is 1080p. It has a pixel per inch density of 441. Now I must say this is hands down the best screen I've used, one of the best screens I've used in 2013. It's right alongside the HTC One, the LG G2. The screen is amazing. Viewing angles are also great. The phone has a 1.2 GHz quad-core Cortex A7 CPU. It has 2 gigs of RAM and 16 gigs of onboard storage. Now I believe the international version is an octa-core version, which means you would find 2 quad cores in that, and it also comes in 32 gigs and 64 GB variants. On the software side of things, it's running Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean on top of Samsung's TouchWiz Skin, which is pretty much okay. It brings in a whole bunch of features which we'll be taking a look at. Google Now comes on board thanks to Android 4.2.2. The quick settings menu is also available by doing a simple gesture, and Samsung has actually sort of revamped this. They've added a whole bunch of settings of their own, such as driving mode, smart stay, smart toggle, a lot of things you can turn on and off basically. The S Voice app is also available on the S4, which is basically Samsung's version of Siri. Something I found new was the S Health app, which is sort of like a personal fitness app. It can turn into a pedometer and tell you how many steps you take per day. You can put in the calories you eat, and basically I found this to be pretty useful. Another new thing I found was the S Translator, which is Samsung's version of a language translator app. The Galaxy S4 comes with a ton of features. My personal favorite were the ability that you can scroll through pages without actually touching the device. You just have to do some simple gestures waving your hand. There were also some other features such as Smart Stay, which actually pauses a video when you're not looking or turns off the screen when you're not looking. The camera on this device is actually pretty good. There's tons of modes you can choose from. There's an auto mode, which is basically a mode for everything. There's a sports mode, there's an HDR mode, there's a burst mode. Tons and tons of modes. Probably any occasion you're in, there's a mode for that. Another thing I forgot to record was the fact that this camera is capable of shooting dual video. What that means is basically you can record a video using both the rear facing camera and the front camera both at the same time, which is pretty cool, and I haven't seen this on any device as of yet. Another thing I liked was that it takes a picture right away. As soon as you hit the shutter button, it snaps a picture. There's no lag. I ran a few benchmarks on this device just to see the overall performance. Firstly, I ran Antutu, which managed to get a score of 23,494. On Geekbench, it got 3,107. And lastly, I ran the Quadrant Standard benchmark, which managed to get a score of 11,320. Now, as far as gaming is concerned, it pretty much handled any game I threw at it. As you can see over here, I'm playing Vector and things are running absolutely smoothly. Secondly, I was playing Dead Trigger and the zombies were dying like there was no tomorrow. It was very fast, very smooth, very responsive. Lastly, I also tried Shadowgun and I found no lag, no jitter, nothing at all. Now with that being said, with all the performance and gaming tests, you should pretty much get the idea that this device really does deliver. It is not laggy, it is not slow, it is absolutely fast, very responsive, and it flies when multitasking. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for the review. If you liked it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and do subscribe and follow me on Twitter or Google Plus to stay tuned to more of my stuff. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.